My name is Chyna, also known as the ninth wonder of the world. And my breasts are just misshaped. One is square, one is round. They're just all over the place. I grew up Joni Lauer in Rochester, New York. As a young teen, I started getting into fitness. When I was in my 20s, my sister was watching wrestling on TV with her boyfriend, and she said, "You should do that." So I went to the show and was discovered by Shawn Michaels and Hunter from the WWE, and that was that. When I was with the WWE, I was the first woman to travel on the road with all these guys. So I had to squash all of my femininity in order to be able to work with them. However, personally, it wasn't working for me. As a woman, we all want to show our femininity, so I got some implants. However, wrestling with implants is not so easy. And within 6 months, I had damage to an implant. The chain wrapped around somebody's fist, went straight across the new boobies, and pop! In 2000, I was let go from the WWE. I needed to get away and start a transformation, so I went to Thailand, and part of the reason was to get my breasts lifted and made smaller. After the surgery, I was recuperating in my hotel room and I was super hungry. So I grabbed this bag of chips and I opened the chips and I could feel pop, 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 but I didn't see anything. So I thought, if you can't see it, don't worry about it. I went home and I just let it go, and that's how they healed. Misshaped, one is square, one is round. I've got these big flapjack fried egg nipples.
A lot of the good stuff starts at the beginning of the year. The biggest reality show in England is coming after you. We have that wrestling that's starting up out of Vegas with the big deal.
That's totally awesome, but putting myself out there again, I feel flawed. I'm an entertainer. There are new opportunities coming my way, but now I'm fixated again, where before it might have been a flat chest. Now it's a flawed chest. I'm waking up every day thinking about that. I need to get it fixed. I'm hoping that Dr. Nassif and Dr. Dubrow can help me, at least that they can educate me on realistically what can be done.
So that's where we're going, because they're the experts in fixing this type of situation.
That's right. Once I fix my issues physically, I just feel like I could take advantage of all of these wonderful opportunities coming my way.
Then we need to go make that happen.
You know, I like to work out all the time, cardio. I haven't worked out in 2 weeks. Started to get the man boobs going.
You do?
I do.
Well, the thing is, as we age like this now, my God, losing weight.
It's practically impossible. So, are you working out at all?
The thing that I'm trying to do, though, is doing yoga at home.
I can't do yoga at all.
I love yoga.
Can you touch your toes?
Yes.
Whoa. Mm-hmm. That's good.
Mr. Athlete, Mr. I'll beat you in everything, and you can't even touch your toes? Jealous?
Have you ever heard of that female wrestler named Chyna?
I have.
Yeah.
So that's who our next patient is?
That's who our next patient is.
Wow.
She's had breast surgery. She has complaints of scarring. In this corner, we have Chyna, the ninth wonder of the world. In this corner, we have Paul, the ninth smelliest person in the world.
Come in. Hello.
There she is.
Hello.
Hi, Dr. Nassif.
Hi, Dr. Nassif.
Who's this young
Hi,
man?
Chyna. Terry Dubrow. How are you?
Anthony?
Dr. Dubrow.
Nice to meet you. Pleasure. Have a seat.
Doctor. Today is a really important day because today is the day where I get some answers.
Sizing us up right now as you see us. You think I'd out-wrestle him or he would out-wrestle me?
Well, I don't know. I was thinking about me against both you because you're like the ultimate tag team. I'm just so sorry. That's a tag team that I work with in the ring and out of the ring.
So, what is your relationship, if you don't mind my asking?
Well, this is my manager,
Okay.
Anthony. He's also a best friend.
However, we were not intimate.
Oh, that's too bad for you. I remember Chyna back in the day when she was really muscular, and she looks really feminine now. She's really improved herself. We really need to know what's going on with you.
The first one was an augmentation. I was really flat. We went really big, and what happened was somebody clotheslined me across the chest with a chain through my chest.
Yeah.
And one ruptured.
You can actually Drop a saline breast implant from a 10-story building and it won't rupture. I'm surprised you didn't fracture your ribs.
As a wrestler, if you break something in the middle of a match, you continue. And that's part of what we do.
You got that treated, obviously.
Had them replaced with a bigger implant, a custom bigger implant.
Okay.
After wrestling ends, I wanted to feel more comfortable in my own skin, so I started slimming down my physique. I wanted to reduce the breasts a little bit. So I went to Thailand. I thought it was a good idea at the time because I know that they're known for doing a lot of
She's made
surgeries.
such great decisions up to this point regarding the boobs.
There was definitely communication issues from the get-go. They were not smaller, they were bigger. Within a few days, I was starving in my hotel room and I was eating the chips and I just opened a little bag and I'd hear pop, 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 pop. All of my stitches ruptured, and then when I got home, they started to get infected.
Oh, then they got infected. Yeah. That means those weren't permanent stitches. Those were the wrong stitches. Ruined everything that she got done.
I can't wear anything low cut. The size feels way too big for me, and my nipples are big and scarred.
What we really need to do is to go in the exam room and do a careful physical exam. You stay in the lobby.
Of course.
Okay.
Let's go. Chyna has been out of the limelight for quite a while. She's re-emerging, and I hope that we can help her.
Normally, we like our areolas to be about 40 millimeters. Currently, your areola is 100 millimeters in the vertical dimension. So let me ask you, right now, let's say you're what I would call a double D. I think you might miss having full breasts if we make you a simple C. So maybe stay in the D-ish range.
I want to leave it up to you.
Really? All right. I'm very relieved that Chyna is agreeable to downsizing her breasts because I need laxity in the skin in order to reduce the diameter of her areola.
And what are you thinking of the overall shape?
The shape could be better. I think the scar and the areola widened unevenly. For me, the plan would be downsize you, reduce your areola, and put special material in there that doesn't stretch.
Oh my gosh.
Right?
That would make me so happy.
I think this is a very good plan. The only thing is, if I do this, is this
you
how you
have
do
to
it?
interlace your hands.
Okay.
Just lean back a little bit.
Oh,
He's
no.
just at your mercy. I feel really excited, and I am ready for the best to come. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Pleasure meeting you. We'll look forward to seeing you
Likewise.
soon.
Hi, good morning.
Morning.
How are you?
Good, thank you.
Good. If I could just have you sign in.
I'm so excited. I really can't believe how everything has fallen into place.
Hello.
Morning.
So I really want to give you exactly the result you want, and you know I do, So, I mean, normally the options are to do just an incision around the areola or one up and down like this and in the crease.
I'd like to avoid those scars, however, with the end result being the best.
There are essentially three types of lift. There's a donut or Benelli lift in which you make an incision just around the areola, and then there's the lollipop lift, and then there's the full anchor lift. So Chyna has had the classic complication around a Benelli or donut lift, which is the scarring above and around the widened areola goes way up to the top part of her breasts. So it's going to be very difficult to remove all that where there isn't much tension, which would allow you to pull down the scar to the point you need to remove it. Why don't we reduce the implants about 20% and let's make them prettier?
You're the artist.
Okay, so you want to leave it up to me?
I really do. Only because you are who you are.
For Chyna's surgery today, I will make an incision around her areola, remove her current implants, and replace them with a pair that is 20% smaller. Then I'll reduce her areolas to the size of about a quarter while performing a donut lift to give her that nice, youthful shape she's looking for.
Hi.
Hello, young lady. How are you?
Good, how
Look
are
at that.
you?
Look at that big smile on her face.
Past 24 hours were actually awesome. I didn't get very much sleep last night because I was so excited.
What I thought was going to be a relatively straightforward case, it turned out to be a completely different animal once I got in there. There's no way you can tell how the breast skin is going to respond to that donut lift until you remove all the scars and try to donut around it. So I removed all those scars and then did the donut, and it was a disaster. And I couldn't leave you like that. So good news and bad news. I always like to start with the bad news. Rather than having a scar around here that would have the great potential to widen, I did scar around here, one here and one in here, and it should, and you told me I could do that.
Yes, I did.
So thank you for that, because if you wouldn't have allowed me to do that, I would have been lost in surgery. It would have been impossible. I'm really pleased at Chyna's response. She's being very understanding. She's really a cool girl. So you're not even 24 hours out from surgery, really. So this first look is not a reveal. It's a peek and hopefully not shriek. I want to make sure the nipples are alive, there's no funky bleeding, and we're good.
I didn't expect him to say that, hoping that the nipples are alive, and wow, that makes me nervous. What's under there?
Okay, so this nipple, alive. All that scarring, gone.
It's gone. I can't believe you did it. I'm so pleased that he did that. And it's all part of this transformation. I've done the mind, and this is the body. It's gonna be life-changing.
By the way, this is just natural swelling that will completely go away.
Thank you so much.
So far, so good.
Thank you so much.
Fantastic.
All right.
Wow. Today is such a big day for me because it's finally time. I am doing my first big appearance after my surgery. Once again, I feel like I can be really confident. Walking to the store or walking down the street, people are starting to give me a new look again. This was the final piece of everything coming together. So I've been really excited for this day.
All right, guys, are you guys all ready and pumped up to see Chyna? I am so excited for Chyna to come here and see this crowd for her, because she's always had that little bit of doubt of whether or not the people thought that she was bad.
Times have changed, and so have I, but Chyna's back.
Chyna, I want to welcome you to the Wrestling Guys store as a welcoming gift. Our local artist, Anthony Parian. We would like to give you this beautiful portrait.
Has been a really tough battle. Before my surgery with Dr. Dubrow, my body felt like it was tossed off the top rope and surgically body slammed. Now I'm standing on the top rope and my body is just slamming.
All right, we're here for a signing, so let's get in line and let's meet the ninth wonder of the world.
I think that the surgeries have really helped her. There's very, very few people like Chyna. Now, she doesn't have to be self-conscious, so I can only imagine how much greater the future and the brighter it is for her.
What's your name, sweetie?
Joseph?
I've been trying to change the mind, body, and soul from just being the wrestler Chyna. Fixing my body was a big part. I feel like I have a brand new future.
1, 2, there you go.
I can't even thank Dr. Dubrow and Dr. Nassif enough for the opportunity, for their compassion, for their art, for bettering people's lives. You guys, I just want to tell you how important you have been to me and my career. And I really feel amazing right now. And I think it's just great that I'm able to come back after all these years and have all of your love and support. So thank you for that. It really means a lot.
Chyna! 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 Chyna!